What's up, family? So I just stepped out the apartment real quick, you know what I'm saying, trying to get my steps in. It got cold today, so I couldn't do no cardio, but I've been lifting my weights every day. So basically, I started this page, Relentlessly Resilient, to record my journey into my dreams. And what I did was I started off with writing small goals that leads to, you know what I'm saying, my big goals, which leads to, you know, conquering my dreams. And like I said in the other video, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but, you know, my whole thing is to just get stable, get security and stuff like that. I'm in a program right now, so basically that's the way my days go. Every day, I get up about 4:30 in the morning. You know, I eat about eight eggs for breakfast and my oatmeal. You know, I write my gratitude list, I do my little Bible study, and then I prepare for the day, have a cup of coffee, get my meals ready for the day. You know, I leave the house at about 7. Class starts at 8:30. At 8:30, I take my protein shake, have class all the way to 2:30. You know, I eat at about 11:30 for lunch. I eat my meal, I eat just chicken and a sweet potato. Then at 2:30, class is over. I take my other shake, which is my 4th meal. And then I go back to the apartment. I write my book a little bit because I'm in the middle of writing a book. And I just kick it. My college classes are starting May 4th for entrepreneurship. And I'm just making content to build up my audience because my whole goal behind everything is motivational speaking, writing a book, using the social media as a platform to build my audience, get my name out there, and share my story. So I'll be making a bunch of videos sharing different things about where I've been, what I've been through, and what I'm doing to get there. But, you know, the key thing is, man, you know, if you're out there struggling with anything, you can't stop nothing toxic without replacing it with something. So I just decided to go hard in life and just take all of my drive and all my energy and put it into rebuilding. You know, not dwelling on like where I'm at or what I don't have. If you dwell on what you don't have, you ain't never gonna get nothing that you want. You just gotta accept it, look at it and say, how can I fix this? And the best thing for me was to go hard in the other direction. You know, I'll be doing things and people are like, you're doing too much. And I'm like, negative. If I go hard to the left and turn around and just go hard to the right, I might fall a couple times, but I'm going in the right direction now. At least I'm falling in the right direction to get to where I'm going. Now, I used to go hard in the wrong direction and fall and get back up and keep going in the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? Falling was the best. If you're going in the wrong direction, falling is the best thing because it stops you from continuing going in that direction. If you fall and get back up and keep going, I did that for 30 years. I get out there, I was on drugs, sold a lot of drugs, ran with the gang, go to jail, go to prison, you know what I'm saying? Get out and keep going. Like, I wouldn't turn around and be like, all right, look, let me get myself straight. And it's crazy because people like me, I need structure. So when I go to jail and prison, all I do is exercise, read, and write. I excel in structured programs. So what I realized to get my life together, I said, it's not all about bad habits. And it's not all about doing the wrong things, having that structure for me. So I said, I'm going to do everything on my own right now like I'm in jail. I was like, I'm going to eat healthy. I got unlimited amounts of protein. I can eat super healthy. I can lift weights instead of just doing push-ups. You know, I can read as many books as I want. I have access to as many books as I want. I go to class. I go and lift weights. I read. I'm writing my book. I'm making content for my page. Like every day, all day, I'm just trying to be productive and do the next best thing that I can for my life. And my whole purpose, I believe, in life is to give back and help other people. With everything I've been through in life, you know, I've done over 10 years in prison. I've been in prison 4 times. I started getting locked up when I was 12. Got involved with gangs, you know, did drive-bys, sold drugs. Got a murder case when I was 18. Just been through just so much stuff, man. Lost a lot of friends to jail, prison, dying, overdoses. And I'm blessed to have this opportunity, so I just wanted to get right with God. And I was like, look, I'm going to do the right thing, God. I just need you to carry me and just help me get there. So I needed to make a plan. So I sat down, I just started writing, and I was like, what do I need to work on? My credit. You know, I need to work on getting a job. Then I was like, you know, I go back to school And then I can study entrepreneurship and do marketing and accounting. So that'll help me with my book. It'll help me with my social media thing. It'll help me with my public speaking and motivational speaking and get my name out there. And I want to start a nonprofit called Sharp. And what I want to do is I want to have a center where people can come in, whether they're troubled teens, juveniles, addicts, homeless people, felons, just anybody that's down, mental health, people dealing with trauma. And I want to help them, get the proper documentation, like social security card, birth certificate, get them some insurance, get them into a detox center. After a detox center, put them in a 90-day program and help them with life skills, budgeting, teaching them how to speak right and talk to people, hold eye contact, shake hands, have a firm handshake, teach them how to balance money, teach them how to, invest money and about savings and about checking and just so many things that these people don't know nothing. People are like, oh, we got to get y'all clean. And people want to get drug addicts clean or give felons a new life, but they don't teach them nothing. They're like, hey, just don't sell drugs, just don't do drugs. But you ain't teaching them how to live. You ain't teaching them a new life. You're just telling them not to make money this way and not to cope with life this way. But you got to teach them more than that. So I want to help them get clean, and now put them in like a 90-day program, let them, build some time up, give them some life skills, teach them parenting classes, get them mind clear, teach them how to run a business, get them in the gym, get them eating healthy, get them running, get them to where they feel good about themselves. So there's so many people I know that they're like, okay, they stop doing drugs and they just sit at the house and just eat all day. Then they gain all this weight and they're miserable. And I'm like, well, what's the point of even getting clean? You traded one misery for another. So I'm a firm believer that if you want to change your life, you got to replace it with something powerful. If you go from destroying your life with drugs or selling drugs or gangs or prisons, you got to replace it with something powerful, man. You got to find that thing that you're good at and that you have the passion for. And if you can do what you love in life and what you have a passion for, it's not a job. Like, everything I do is a lifestyle. I love writing. I love speaking. I love exercising. I love eating healthy. Like, I love showing up for myself every day. And I keep doing these things day in and day out. And every day I'm like, how can I improve this? How can I improve my diet? How can I improve my workout? How can I be a better writer? Like, how can I be a better speaker? Go to school, make content. So you just got to constantly push yourself, man. And that's what I'm here for. And I have all the past experiences. My life up until I turned 40 is a blueprint on what you do not want to do. And if you do it, this is what you need to do to get out of it. And this is what you got to do to survive. So I got a bunch of past experiences that I'm going to share with y'all. And then I'm going to, as I'm doing that and telling y'all about my past, y'all are going to see me in the present and in the future taking leaps and bounds. Got a whole lot of content for y'all. Got a lot of stories. Got a lot of layouts. I'm going to share with y'all how I prepare my meals, the workouts that I do. It's about to get warm out. We'll do some cardio. I'll share with y'all a bunch of stuff on business, about running running an LLC, how to get your business license, your EIN number, how to start your business account, how to get your credit right, how to budget right, and just tips and things that I do. And, Relentlessly Resilient is a movement. It's for anybody that wants to better their life in all areas of their life. I'm talking about finances, fitness, faith, family, friendships. I call that the 5 F's. I use SMART goals. You make SMART goals, and then you do the 5 F's. Finance, family, fitness, friends, and faith. And you set them goals, and you make them goals, and they build up to more and more stuff. But I love y'all, man. I'm going to make some more content for y'all. Like, follow, share, comment. And if y'all want any comment, specific comment, or me to bring up a topic, just, leave it in the comments, and I'll get with you. Appreciate it. Love y'all.